that.
Oh, holla back. All right, you're at a wedding. That jam comes on. Your instinct is to hit the dance floor. But you hit the e-brake. You put it on and you don't go. And you sit back and you miss that song because of some outside factor that jumped in your brain. And even worse, you sit and you watch everybody else dance. That is the definition of opportunity. And this goes out to everybody who's wanted to pursue an opportunity, but you put on that e-brake. Whether it's wanting to open a restaurant, start a business, write that book, whatever it is. So so many of you and me at some point feel attached to your way of life, that you turn down an amazing opportunity simply because you don't even know what to do with it. Me, crazy things have happened this week in my life because of a simple yes. All right? 2 years ago, my sister saw an opportunity. I didn't. I was like the majority of people who had preconceived notions. I didn't even listen. So what made me change? I'm going to share some tips because this is eye-opening. 87% of workers, according to a study, are disengaged at work worldwide. Disengaged meaning not fulfilled, not happy, not living to their fullest potential. That's sad. And if this is the case, why are so few people making a change? It actually blows my mind. So if somebody offers you an amazing opportunity to do something and you want to change in life, but you have no idea how to do it, just say yes and learn how to do it. Nobody knows what they're doing. So many people struggle with this. I need to think about it. I'll get back to you. The big decisions get crazy. Your brain goes nuts. You become a deer in the headlights. You have a hard time making tough decisions. Because why? You want to make the right decision. So you make no decision. And then you're back in that hamster wheel. So decision making is hard and we want certainty. But that doesn't exist. It won't always be the right decision, but guess what? That's okay too. That's okay. So overthinking and compulsively analyzing a decision, it doesn't help. But trying to predict the future, guess what? It's impossible. Uncertainty, it's part of the adventures of life. And there's always something good to be learned on any path you take. So this is the thing about opportunity that most people don't see. It knocks, right? Really quietly. It's not obvious. It's not clear. It's not loud and obnoxious. It whispers, it doesn't shout, and it never comes at the right time. So that door, that opportunity door, you don't open it and it looks like this. You're like, that's the door I want to go through. Yeah, and then the little voice comes down and is like, Katie, choose that door. That's what your life's going to look like in a few years. Do that one. No, you open that door and it's black, dark, and scary, and you don't even know where the first step is. So that's opportunity. It's unknown. It's uncertain. Yeah, that's what it is. So how do you make a decision? Well, here's a few things. 1, simple. Does it make sense? Does your opportunity make sense? Number 2, what's the worst that can happen if you pursue it? Here's the big one. Number 3, any big decision, I have learned to tap into my internal GPS. In other words, I start with my head, but I listen to my heart. Intuition, it lives in your body. Instincts are powerful things. And, you got to pay attention to them. Do you remember all the animals in Thailand before the tsunami came? They all took off because their instinct told them to. Animals have, they don't talk themselves out of it. Can you imagine if they stayed and didn't listen to their instincts? So we have them too, but we also have the ability to talk ourselves out of it. So take the time to look within. How does it make you feel? Sometimes, often deep inside of us, there is something saying yes. So pay attention. Your inner wisdom is so much louder and it can calm the mental chaos of your overthinking because we're constantly looking outside for help. Some of her life's biggest decision. We're looking for other people's decisions and their opinions. Then we disconnect ourselves from our own truth. So that advice will never let you down when it comes from within because intuition lives in your body, not your mind. And when your mind is calm, your heart is open and you can decide what to do. So it is important to make decisions not based on your current situation because that's where all those excuses come up. It is make it on where you want to be. So don't worry about how you're going to do it. Just know why you want to do something. Recognize you'll never be ready for opportunity. You need to take the leap of faith and trust that the universe has something much bigger planned. And you will figure that out when you take that leap. So, opportunities, they come and go. Life and luck, they favor the bold, and saying no often ties into regret. And sometimes, regret is the biggest risk of all. So when you say yes, what happens? You do more, you create more, you live more. It attracts positivity. It teaches some of the best, most powerful life lessons. You really learn about yourself and how far you can actually go. And sometimes saying yes to an opportunity, you're saying yes to you. And what's more powerful than that? So there's a bench behind me. Some of you can see it. In Connecticut, overlooking the water. My 90-year-old grandfather used to sit there, and I joined him one time, and he was just reflecting on life. And I always picture myself sitting on that bench when I'm 90 one day, and my grandchildren come up to me and ask me for advice. What am I going to tell them? I had a chance of a lifetime and I let it slip because fear got the best of me? Or am I going to tell them all the amazing life lessons that come with going for it, and truly how amazing life can be on the other side of fear? That background right there, that's life on the other side of fear. So opportunities make you feel alive. Let go of your ego. Nobody's got to figure it out. The sad reality is there's no dress rehearsals in life. There's no time machine. Back to the Future, it's not real. It's not a real movie. There's no do-overs. You got one shot. So don't fear failure so much that you refuse to even try new things, because the saddest summary of life when you're sitting on that bench is saying coulda, woulda, shoulda. Making a life change is scary, yes. Scarier, having regrets about it. So here's the ultimate test. You still can't decide? Go get a coin. Assign one decision choice on heads and the other one on tails. Flip that coin, and before it lands, pay attention to the side you hope it lands on. More than likely, that immediate reaction is what you should do no matter what side it lands on, because something in your heart is pulling you in that direction. Pay attention to your physical feelings of your body, and then suddenly you'll know it's time to start something new and trust the magic of beginnings. You can be one decision away from totally changing your life so that you can look back and say, I did it. So get up next time you're at that party and the song comes on. Get up and dance. Do not hit that e-brake.